Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today we're going to be planting some strawberries and some snow peas. So we'll give you the update on the veggie and fruit garden and everything else that's going on at the ranch. My beautiful bride Laura and I were getting outside, just trying to do some stuff with, the soil, the sun, and some fresh air. I hope y'all are doing the same. Don't stay inside, don't stay cooped up. Stay away from people, but not away from nature. That's what's coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. All right, so we have the one bed already finished, and there are black beans and some chickpeas and things that are set to grow up that back headboard or whatever it would be called. And then right here are some Cherokee tan pumpkins, if you haven't seen that before. And then throughout we have peppers and different squash that I cold stratified the seeds, threw them in the freezer for a month or so, and those are thrown in there. So they should be popping up, I'd say, in the next week or so. You see here, this is yet to be finished. Got the rake and the shovels out. Same here. It's rimmed in by the mulch. Now everything underneath is, the base of everything is a layer of cardboard. So that was free. This mulch, these wood chips, is from the power source, Eversource power company around here. So when they're doing their tree work, they just come, they dump them. So it helps them and it's free for me. So that's awesome. And let's take a look at the plants we're going to be planting. So I got these a few days ago. I actually put it in a grocery basket and then an old leaf blower bag. You see that? That's the attachment that goes to the leaf blower. And some soil. So there's like, I'd say 8 to 10 strawberry plants in there, and they're getting a little leggy, so I want to get them out now that we're going to be above, say, 40 degrees for the rest of the year. And these are my snow peas, so they're looking nice. So what I did is I went to the local nursery and I was just looking at one of his trees, this Pinus strobus, which is a weeping white pine. And he came out and he's like, hey, business is really slow. Is there anything I could help you with? And I said, well, not until it's fruit and veggie time. And he said, well, I have all of the cold hardy veggies already germinated, stand by. And he hopped in his forklift. He drove around back behind this huge nursery. And he came out with like 3 huge shelves full of different vegetables and fruits and things. So, and herbs. And I had my pick, so I couldn't turn that down. So I spent about $75 on a bunch of veggies and fruits. And you know what? I'll go up and show you the different ones that I have now before we get these planted. All right, y'all. So here we have the rest of them. So what I'm doing is, based on the recommendation of the nursery, I'm taking them out during the day from 10 a.m. until about 4 or 5 p.m. when the sun starts to go down, and I'm letting them get some natural sun and rain and things like that. But they're just not large enough or hardy enough to plant them in the field yet. So I'm standing by on that. So I shouldn't do them any harm, but I was happy to get the early selection. My initial plan was to buy every fruit and veggie on May 1st, and then on May 21st to go get my tomatoes. But we're a little early. So we have these Brussels sprouts. We have broccoli. So these are non-GMO, non-genetically modified vegetables and fruits. Red onion there. Red onion is great for a mold allergy. And in northwest Connecticut, we have high moisture and high mold. So Laura specifically is allergic to mold, and I don't have the best tolerance for it, so it helps. Some chives. I love those with eggs, some scrambled eggs. This is hot and spicy oregano, or this is hot and spicy oregano, and this is thyme. Oh, so there's more of the snow peas. I'll bring those down to plant. We have flat leaf Italian parsley. That looks like some kale. Yeah, some black magic kale, and then some Vates kale. What are you? Ooh, lots of green cabbage. I absolutely love green cabbage. In fact, for this weekend, my grandmother, Grandma Frey Frey, and Laura both made me stuffed cabbage glumpkies, which is a traditional Polish dish. It's cabbage with ground beef or pork or both, cooked in a tomato sauce, and it's stuffed with the beef and like a rice, or we do cauliflower rice. And speak of the devil, cauliflower. So you rice a cauliflower, and it takes the carbohydrate, the complex carb, out of that meal. And it's really decadent and amazing. So I am Polish and Italian from my ancestry. Yes, I'm in the United States of America. But my mother's side is from Italy, and my father's side is from Poland. So I do enjoy both cuisines traditionally, and Laura's good enough to experiment because she is Italian and Irish, so the Polish side is very different to her, but her classic Italian style is so similar to what I grew up eating. So she's an outstanding cook, and it's nice to have, like, you know, stuff from your childhood, and I don't have to pretend that I am enjoying her cooking. All right, y'all. So let's get to planting these snow peas, huh? We had some late April snow, which was unexpected, which made a lot of these 500 white spruce lay down. However, they all pretty much survived. There was a couple that were looking weak from the beginning. So 2 out of 500, not so bad. And then the additional 31 in this tree bed, they all look well. So I would say 529 looking great, and 2 passing away before they have the chance to come out of dormancy is not such a bad thing. So Laura, you may think I'm just standing around operating the camera, but I was operating the shovel and throwing it to the different areas, and she's just flattening it out. She's a perfectionist, so it just takes her a little longer. So that's one of the things I love about her. All right, y'all, stand by. All right, y'all, so we got the strawberries planted. And then, as you see, we put a little bit of deer fencing down the middle with some stakes. And that's where the snow peas are going to come in, and hopefully they'll grow up those. Initially, we were thinking about doing them along the outside, but then we're like, oh, that would just make easy access for the deer, which right behind this tree farm happens to be the root of a family of 5 deer. So I don't think they'll eat my white spruce trees, but I do think they'll eat my veggies and fruit and be very appreciative. But I don't want to feed them. All right, y'all, so we've done like a little exterior fence here with the chicken wire. See that? Hopefully it's tall enough to keep the deer out and the bunnies and such. And we have the snow peas growing along the middle, so they grew up that fence there. You see that? It's about 3 to 4 feet high. And then along the rim towards the tree farm. And then just around this side, because we had extra, are the strawberries. So strawberries and snow peas in here. And we're about to work on the 3rd bed, but we have to cut out something for a door. So we use some old bamboo stakes and some tomato stakes just to make this fence like 6 inches outside the garden fence, so deer can't pick off all of the fruit. So that's going to do it for us today here at the ranch. We're going to enjoy the rest of our Saturday. I hope y'all do as well. Take one moment every day to do something fun, whether it's a Monday or a Sunday, and treat yourself, because no one knows when this is going to end, and we all have to stay positive and happy and healthy, and mental health is just as important as physical health. So I hope y'all are doing well out there. If you haven't visited me on Instagram, you can, and send me a direct message. What I do for a living is mental health therapy and physical therapy. So if you're going through some tough times right now, my bonsai broskies, I will totally take care of you for free, no problem. Just go ahead, send me a message, and I'll help you out. All right, take care.